everyone, Tesla Tom. Thanks for joining us on Ludicrous Feed. There's something called range anxiety, which is quite unique to electric vehicles, which is basically the fear or concern that you may not have enough battery charge to get to your desired destination. This video, I'm just going to give you a few tips and a few pointers on how to get around that. I'm going to use my phone here to record my screen, and so you can see what I'm doing at the same time. So the first thing you need to do when you go for a trip is to go to controls and then press driving, and you'll see something here called range mode. Now range mode is this. So let's read this. It says, range mode will save energy by reducing climate control power. It will also distribute torque between the motors to improve range. Heating or cooling the cabin may be less effective. So if you're going on a road trip or going to somewhere where you're a bit worried about the amount of battery you have left in your car to get there, I suggest putting range mode on. Now the next thing you should do is to navigate your trip. So basically go to the map screen, press navigate. Let's pick somewhere, relatively far away, kind of on the outskirts of Sydney. So I'm going to type in Penrith, which is relatively far away from here. So let's pick Penrith. And you'll see that when it's loading, it'll also calculate along with obviously directions, but also your battery life. So let's have a look at this bit here. So as you can see, to get to Penrith, I will be on 60% battery life when I get there. And this is quite handy here. Round trip estimate back to starting point is 40%. So the car is telling me that I'll have enough battery to get to Penrith and then enough battery to get back as well. This bit down the bottom is quite handy as well. You'll see that it'll calculate for you the course and also the amount of battery life it's expecting to use all the way to Penrith. And it's obviously using every single road and terrain and topography and seeing how quickly the battery is used up on the way to Penrith. So that's quite handy. That's another hack to get around range anxiety. You'll know that you've got the confidence of the car telling you that you've got enough battery life to get there and back. What about if we were to go on a road trip to a supercharger? So the closest supercharger to me is probably Goulburn. So let's type in Goulburn supercharger. So Tesla supercharger Goulburn, let's select that. And again, the map is telling me that to get to the Goulburn supercharger, I will be 9% when I get there. So it's a little bit risky and certainly not enough to get back to my starting point here in Sydney. So obviously, with that information in mind, I am going to go supercharge before I embark on a road trip. And then the trip computer here will tell me that, towards the end of the trip, at about the 150, 160 kilometer mark, it gets a little bit hairy, and I'm in that yellow zone. So I guess it's a bit touch and go. And, I think if I was to go on this trip, I would probably go on supercharge first. All right, guys. Well, that's my little hack on range anxiety. And, there are some strategies to get around the fact that, people are worried about whether there's enough charge in their car to get to their destination. All right, guys. Well, it's a lovely day here in Sydney. Hopefully it's lovely where you are as well. And as always, happy charging. Hey, thanks for watching, and thank you for helping us to bring the electric vehicle revolution to Australia. If you've enjoyed our videos, please take a moment to hit subscribe. We would really appreciate it. If you're close to buying a brand new Tesla, then lucky you. Use one of our promo codes on screen to unlock special goodies from Tesla. Happy charging!